I am Aleah Foushee, and my husband is Adam Foushee. We go to church at Radiant. We've been here for several years now. We come from mixed backgrounds, different denominations, and when we got married, it was really important to us to find a church that we could be involved in for our children. We wanted to do that early on so that we could raise them, the right way. So we've been pretty strong in our faith for several years now, and Man Up has just taken that to the next level. It's given Adam confidence in his faith and sharing that with others. And he might not be the person talking or the person that is, the face of the ministry or anything, but he's always wanting to work behind the scenes and invite people and send them a text message, and sometimes he probably does that a little bit too much. But I think Man Up just gives men an outlet to do whatever they're good at, whether that be sharing their testimony or playing music or just being an encouraging person that is worshiping. Not everybody was born to be a pastor or a worship leader, and I think a lot of times that men think they don't have an outlet to be involved or a way to serve in ministry, and I think that Man Up is that for our community. I think also Man Up just sets the tones for churches to come together and work together. Hopefully other areas of ministry can follow Man Up's lead and work together on things. We're all on the same team, and just looking at the things that our churches do individually, I can't imagine what they could do if they all worked together. What surprised me the most about Man Up is just seeing, like I said, all the churches come together and just everybody does it differently, but they are doing it, the same way at the same time, and just seeing the different denominations be involved in different ways. I think it's really important to encourage your spouse or significant other to go to Man Up. Adam always comes home with stories about, oh, I seen so-and-so that I haven't seen them since high school, or I seen so-and-so that I go to church with, and we had a really good conversation that we wouldn't have been able to have otherwise. And he always just comes home so full, and I think that overflows onto his family, and just seeing the way that he leads us when he's full, from, worshiping with other men or talking to other men or hearing an encouraging testimony. I think that influences the whole family. It sort of sets the tone for us when he is leading us closer to Christ. I think that a lot of times there's a lot of cool things for guys to do, and what my definition of Man Up used to be is totally different. Used to think of Man Up as that strong, manly guy that does all the manly things, and a lot of times, following Christ or worshiping doesn't really make the list when you think of Man Up. And I think it's awesome just to see the term Man Up evolve in our county and just what that means for us. And just personally as our family, just the way we worship and the way we pray and the way we come together is just completely changed, and I think Man Up has really influenced that. They say that, you marry different versions of your spouse over the length of your marriage, and I think that the version of my husband that I'm married to now is definitely my favorite. I think he's just evolved into a more selfless person, just the way he loves others and encourages others. Just as something as, hey, we should take so-and-so a meal this week because I know they're going through something or they're struggling something, and that used to be me most of the time, but I think that he does that a lot more now. He sees, others' needs, and he sees maybe where he could step in and help, or somebody that needs an encouraging word. I think he just sees those things more clearly. He's a lot more selfless than he used to be. I think that a lot of times we think the only people that we have influence over are maybe our kids or our family or people that we go to church with. And I think that this is influencing a larger scope of people, and I can only imagine future generations, looking back on how Man Up started and what it could be in 10 years or 15 years. And I hope that my son gets to be a part of it one day, and I just really look forward to watching it grow.